that today the Supreme Court in capital bonds case says that we have to take judicial notice of the fact that money is used extensively in elections. They actually say that, observe that in the judgment, that we must take judicial notice. Why can't you take judicial notice of the fact that UAPA is being misused? Why can't you take judicial notice of the fact that PMLA is being regularly used? Why can't you ask? Why do you have to always bow down to what the Solicitor General of India says? Even though he is not even a constitutional post. Solicitor General is not a constitutional post. And anytime somebody raises the issue of Kashmir, he jumps up and says, oh, we know who they are acting on behalf of. They are acting on behalf of our neighboring nation, etc., etc. And the judges don't have the gumption or the guts to haul him up. They don't have the guts to tell him that, Mr. Solicitor, just sit down, shut up and sit down. That's what should be done. In USA, you have, the Supreme Court is known by the Chief Justice, Roberts Court, Warner Court, Rehnquist Court, etc. Today, the Indian Supreme Court should be known as Tushar Mehta's Court. Yeah. That's the kind of situation we have come to. That's the situation we have come to. And nobody has the guts to call him out and say that enough is enough. That's look at the situation. And in that kind of, repeatedly, I forget about this issue, but repeatedly, Supreme Court says that, look, the people are not convicted, especially in sensitive matters. And sensitive, political sensitive matters. People are not convicted because the investigation has been botched up. Repeatedly in judgment after judgment, you will say, Supreme Court saying the investigation has been botched up. Why is not a single policeman who is botched up been taken to account? Why has a single policeman not been hauled up? Why has a single policeman not been sent to jail? If repeatedly you come to the conclusion that these people have botched up, instead, what does the Supreme Court, led by Justice Khanwilkar, does? First of all, any whistleblowers or civil society activists who are trying to help people, who with total boldness approach the court for years together, use the legal mechanism to bring justice to the people who are either tribals or who have been, who have been victims of communal riots. What does the Supreme Court do? Send Teesta Satalwar to jail? Send Himanshu. Himanshu was here somewhere. I don't know where he is. Is there? He was there. He has gone out, I think. He doesn't want to be part of this. Send Himanshu to jail? Boldly, of course, Himanshu says, I am not going to go to hell. I am not going to pay the fine. That's the kind of bold people we have with us. But these are the people who should be celebrated by Supreme Court. Instead, the Supreme Court says, send him to jail. What have we come? What kind of civil liberty protection will get? Okay. Unless there is,